Minister of State for Trade and Industry of Singapore, and he's accompanied by senior executives of Olam, both global and the Ghana operation, and then also a delegation of Singaporean business executives. They are here in this country to explore opportunities for collaboration in trade and investments. And Excellency, as you are no doubt aware, the two countries have enjoyed excellent diplomatic and commercial relations for many years. I'm sure you speak to that. But in addition to this opportunity to explore opportunities for business collaboration, specifically, my colleague minister was also here to commission a biscuit factory of Olam, owned by Olam Ghana. So we had the opportunity this afternoon to do that. Excellent factory, which in actual fact would have been the first district factory that would have commissioned if he had come maybe 2 months after. Yeah. So as part of this visit, they are paying a courtesy call on you, Excellency. So as is our tradition, I'll ask my colleague to make a few remarks, and then His Excellency would appropriately respond.
Thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity to meet up with you. It is a great honor for us. Singapore and Ghana has enjoyed many years of good bilateral relations. And other than government-to-government interactions, our officials have also interacted bilaterally in many different platforms. We have to date received 605 officials from Ghana for capacity building and training over the years in areas such as education and economic policy making. And this is something that we are happy to and continue to support and to work closely with Ghanaian officials. But beyond that, I think the business-to-business ties are also strengthening, and there are increasingly Singapore companies that are interested in investing in Ghana. And what we see today in opening an extension of the plant by Olam International is a testament to the kind of desire for companies to continue to expand their operations in Ghana, to use Ghana as a springboard into the larger West Africa region. On top of that, I think the people-to-people ties have also strengthened. We have Singapore university students who are doing internships in Ghana as well. So I think at all levels, from the government to the people, we're seeing a deepening of ties. As a reflection of the increasing relationship, this afternoon we will also be signing a bilateral agreement on the avoidance of double taxation, which will signify a strong signal to our communities business-wise that both governments are willing to work together to make the ease of business much more conducive for businesses entering Ghana. And we do hope that eventually we will be able to work on a bilateral investment treaty that will send an even stronger signal to the business community. So this is something that we are all excited about. And we had good discussions in the last few days with the Minister for Trade and also with the Minister for Foreign Affairs. I think there are many platforms that we can continue to work together and to share some of the lessons that Singapore has learned over the years, and hope that our companies will continue to support the growth and development of Ghana in meaningful ways. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Mr. President, for the time. I know this is a busy time for you, and we're all very honored by this opportunity to meet with you. Thank you very much.
Minister, let me welcome you to the seat of the presidency of Ghana and the rest of your delegation. It's a happy occasion for us. Singapore is a country that has won the admiration of the world for the achievements that you have been able to undertake in these last 50 to 60 years. And especially in this country, there's a great admiration for what you have done, and a desire in the hearts of many of us to repeat the example that you have set. And particularly because a long time ago, the man who was responsible for putting everything together came here in Ghana in the 1960s, and there's still memories of his visit to Ghana, the famous man Lee Kuan Yew. So the memories, you talk about relations that go back a long day. They go back to Kwame Nkrumah's time here in Ghana as well as him when he came here. And it's good that we've been able to sustain it up till today. I think we need to do even more. Recently, my own wife came to Singapore. Yes, she's taken a step further than I've never been there. She came back full of admiration and very happy with herself, especially since I'd never gone there. She had been to see the place before me, so it was good. She came with the former president, my former boss, President John Akufo-Addo, to come and christen and the FPSO vessel, which is now on the way to Ghana. But that collaboration, I think it's significant, and it's a collaboration that we should work on more. I believe that there are lots of opportunities. I'm glad about the idea of looking for opportunities in Ghana and seeing the company that is already here, expanding its operations. We believe that there are lots of very good positive opportunities in this country in which investment will be welcome. We're doing on our side everything that we need to do to try and clean up the business environment so that our country becomes an investment-friendly country. We're taking measures in terms of taxation and monetary policy along all these lines with the goal of attracting investment in Ghana. And the step that this company is taking is reassuring, it's encouraging, and this is the way we want to go. We would like to see more interest of Singaporean companies in Ghana. I know there are quite a few Ghanaians who come there also for education, and that's an area too that we should continue to try and develop. So your visit here is appropriate. You've come at the beginning of our government. We're barely on seat. We're almost virgins, not quite, but we're at the beginning of our period of our mandate, and we're putting together things. We've been fortunate. The country received very well the first budget that we brought about because it pointed out very clearly what the goals of our government were and the way in which we analyze the problems of the country. And I believe that it has won the support of the overwhelming majority of our people. The man who's responsible for it is here, the finance minister is here, and it's given us a very strong basis on which to go forward to build the Ghanaian house that we're looking for. So thank you very much for coming, and I'm hoping that this trip will signify more and more interactions and interchanges between us so that we can have a good insight into how the miracle of Singapore was achieved and how we can apply it and the lessons of that to our own circumstances. We're very determined to make Ghana a success story. We think that the African continent should have some Singaporean examples, and we believe that Ghana is well positioned to be that if we have the right policies and the right attitudes.
The business community naturally see this as a very exciting new chapter for Ghana. And of course, it's only right that we congratulate you and your team on a very successful election. And this being also a very momentous year on the 60th year of the anniversary of independence of Ghana. So we're happy to be here to celebrate this important milestone with the people of Ghana as well. I think this is a good beginning for us to continue to take our relationship to a new level. And I think from this point forward, we will continue to encourage bilateral interactions between our institutions and also with our businesses as well. We have a local team on the ground in Accra. A trade office is set up here since 2013. And we tasked them with the mission of doing more matchmaking and to seize opportunities where Singapore companies can continue to make a useful contribution to the development of Ghana as well. One of the things that some of our companies has begun to work with institutions here includes the master planning for the SADA region. So the Sabana Jurong has completed the master planning for that region, which will contribute about 50% of the landmass for Ghana's master plan. And we hope that will be something meaningful that would also help in Ghana's development. Other companies in the oil and gas, as you mentioned rightly, Your Excellency, in the FPSO vessel conversion, companies are also interested in shipyard development in Tema, also in developing real estate to boost tourism, to support some of these other sectors, as well as food manufacturing. So I think there are very diverse areas that Singapore companies have some expertise and experience to work with local partners, more importantly, to create jobs for locals as well, and to do not just hardware building, but software transfer, skills transfer, technical education transfer, to really raise the level of collaboration to a new level. I think this is something that we're happy to continue to work together.